Shalom, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises unto YAHAWAH, BaHashem, YAHAWASHI, BaHashem, RICANS. Double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone, and shalom to my AHPARYAM, who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this final captivity. This is Brother Kawakub coming at you with another lesson. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 8, verse 2. I loved her and sought her out from my youth. I desired to make her my spouse, and I was a lover of her beauty. So today's lesson, we're going to be talking. Today's lesson is going to be entitled. Today's lesson is going to be make her your wife. All right. So who is her in this instance? Okay, as well as the instance of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 8, verse 2. All right. So let's get a bit of context. Okay. Verse 1, wisdom reacheth from one end to another mightily, and sweetly doeth she order all things. All right, so the her that we need to marry is wisdom. We need to marry wisdom. We need to make wisdom our woman. All right, and the inspiration to do this lesson was I was through Wisdom of Solomon. All right, because I was thinking about, with the new law that I had, the new bill, Slovakia, that they are working on implementing, I was thinking like, okay, well, how do I get ready? Because I'm more worried about preparing spiritually, for Jacob's trouble and all the hardships that's imminent. All right, so I'm thinking, how do I get better? And the Spirit guided me to thinking, okay, you know what? Let me go get the Wisdom of Solomon. Let me go get some wisdom. All right, and you could get wisdom through reading the entire scripture, but more specifically, I guess the Lord specifically led me to Wisdom of Solomon. All right, so now I will show you what I had read. Okay, Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 6, verse 12. Wisdom is glorious and never fadeth away. Yea, she is easily seen of them that love her, and found of such as seek her. Okay, so with this in mind, with what we read in Wisdom of Solomon chapter 8 verse 2, okay, we have to make wisdom our knowledge. How do we do that? Okay, we have to constantly be familiarize ourselves and keep on going back to wisdom. All right. Let's read a bit more in verse 3. In that she is conversant with Yahweh, she magnified her nobility. Yea, the Lord of all things himself loved her, for she is privy to the mysteries of the knowledge and a lover of his works. Okay, now also, where is it? I also want to get this one. I'd seen this one. Bear with me one moment. I saw there was a good one. Oops, wrong one. I basically I'll just go continue on from here. Wisdom of Solomon chapter 6 verse 13. She prevented them that desire her in making her first known unto them. Whoso seeketh her early shall have no great travail, for he shall find her sitting at his doors. Okay, so to understand this, you have to understand, what is seeking wisdom. Okay, you have to understand how do you seek wisdom out. All right, and the way you do that is by being willing to learn, and it also comes from being humble. All right, when you are humble, you're able to route to take this, or this is a better thing to do. This actually promotes you having a better life, or being more healthy, or being whatever, okay, in doing things better for yourself. But the thing is, for people in today's society, they're so focused on wanting to do what they want to do that they do not care about, any of the consequences. They want to say, they just want to do whatever they want, and regardless of the consequences, okay? And then later on, they have to suffer the consequences, by extension, that great travail, okay? They're going to have to deal with that great travail as a result of them not hearkening onto wisdom, all right? So now, when we see in verse 14, it says, "Whoso seeketh her early shall have no great travail." So when you are willing to be corrected early on in your lifetime, or in any circumstance or situation, in any circumstance or situation, then you won't have to go through the hardships. You don't have to go through the travail, because you're avoiding it, because you are listening to the wisdom that's telling you, stay away from X, Y, and Z. Okay, so now you don't even you get the opportunity to skip through that whole process. Okay, and this is the thing that we need to be willing to do. Be able to be humble to the fact that someone or many people are correcting you, so you can say, okay, you know what, people are telling me that this is wrong, even though I want to do it. You know what, maybe this is not the best thing for me. I'm going to take a step back and go a different route. I'm going to do something else, or this is not what I'm going to do, because it is not the best thing for me. All right. And this can be in literally anything. Okay. Maybe a career path, a woman, or a man, or whatever. Someone's telling you, hey, don't get with this woman. She's this, that, and the third. Don't get this with this man. He's this, that, and the third. He's a woman beater, whatever. Anything. Okay. Whatever the situation, it is not limited to that, but it's anything. Okay. This is why wisdom is so important. And when you need to make wisdom your wife, you need to make wisdom a part of you, all right, because it can, having the wisdom to maneuver through stuff, it will help, it will save you in many different instances. All right, let me get this, because we understand that the scriptures are wisdom. All right, so let's get this. If we follow this types of wisdom, all right, then this is the thing that's going to get us out of trouble. Matthew chapter 5, verse 25. "Agree with thine adversary quickly, whilst thou art in the way with him, lest at any time the adversary deliver thee to the judge, and the judge deliver thee to the officer, and thou be cast into prison." All right. So right here, okay, this is another wisdom. When there's someone that has power over you, as an authority in any situation, okay, you have to try to say, okay, you know what, you're right. My bad, sorry, this, that, and the third. You know what, you're right. I'll be more careful, this, and the third. So they can dismiss you. You can leave, and you won't have to be in any type of trouble. And this goes with Jake and the police. All right, try to just be calm, not problematic, not trying to stir up trouble. Say, oh yeah, I know my rights, this, and the third. All right, you're making it a bigger issue. You're making a bigger issue than you need, you're making a bigger issue of the problem than it needs to be. And that's going to lead to, how people, or it's like how Jake gets, more, oppressed than normal. All right. So this is why you just agree and follow after these wise words from the Lord. Practice the words of YAHAWASHI. All right. Don't be, acting all proud, high, and mighty, or thinking that you're hot-ish. All right. Just, practice the words of the wisdom. And this is just one small example. All right. There's many different examples and lessons that we can learn, and we have learned from the scriptures. All right. Also, it's just a matter of, just understanding, understanding, this is a similar situation to this that, and the third. The scriptures told me to handle the situation in this way, so I'm going to. So with that in mind, with that wisdom on hand, all right, I'm gonna make use of it and act accordingly. So then it doesn't get to be an even bigger problem, an even bigger issue. All right, defeat the issue before it becomes bigger. All right, it's like it's the same way you don't want when there's like a leak. All right, if there's a leak in a boat, you have to close up the leak. You close up the leak immediately possible so that the boat doesn't sink. All right, the same way in anything, in literally in anything, the faster you get to solving a problem, the less of a problem it is. All right, you can't let it keep on getting bigger and bigger, letting it fester. All right, handle situations as quickly as possible. All right, through the wisdom of YAHAWASHI. Let me also get this. Proverbs chapter 7 verse 4. Say unto wisdom, thou art my sister, and call understanding by thy kinsman. Slocky, let me start over. Proverbs chapter 7 verse 4. Say unto wisdom, thou art my sister, and call understanding thy kinswoman, that they may keep thee from the strange woman, from the stranger which flattereth with her words. For at the window of my house I looked through my casement. Basically, just the main thing is that, with wisdom, all right, when wisdom has become, your sister, kinswoman, understand, and as well as understanding, okay, you know what to avoid, all right, and the metaphor is like, having a sister that is familiar and talks. So like one of the big things is, with men of status, all right, in general times, a lot of times, having a wife is basically like, this woman is calling you into character, saying, oh yeah, this is a good person, or I endorse this person. And women as well as other people will say, okay, so this woman will vouch for this person, so I think that this person is a good person as a result. Okay, so so translate that into scriptures. Okay, with wisdom is going to be basically like vet all these women out for you. All right, the same way a sister would say, hey, don't mess with Keisha over there. Keisha kind of does this, that, and the third. So she's just not good. She told me that she did X, Y, Z. All right, so you don't want to mess with her. But you said, you know what? But Keisha got a fat ass. I want that. All right, but your sister, she's saying, nah, like that's not for you. All right, she ain't good. She's not right. All right, and also, let me also get this if I can remember what it is. All right, Sirach chapter 25 verse 21, stumble not at the beauty of a woman and desire her not. All right, so this in that same way. Okay, again, this is talking about literally a literal woman. Just because she's beautiful doesn't mean that you should be saying, oh yeah, I want to make her my wife just because she looks good. All right, the lesson here is, or the translation here is, the same way that you shouldn't be going after anything, or just because it looks appealing to you, all right, because it's something that you just want to do. That's your pleasure. Okay, you're supposed to abstain from that, abstain from it because it's not good for you, or it might not be the best thing. You should be looking at things to see, okay, is this fruitful for me? Is this the best thing to help improve in my life? Or am I just, thinking with another type of head, you know, and being, again, like, this is the importance of wisdom, to be able to discern, is this right, is this wrong, is this fruitful, is this unfruitful. All right. So with that, that's basically it. The conclusion is just, the same way that the beauty of the scriptures is how the Lord draws the comparison from wisdom being a huge help in your life, just as a good woman or a good sister, good mother. I don't know. I don't want to really say female friend, but whatever. A good woman will help a man out in certain areas. Okay, in that same sense, in terms of, like, helping you to avoid certain pleasures. That's the same way that wisdom works, but wisdom is a lot better. All right. The wisdom of YAHAWASHI, the word of the Lord, it's going to guide us and protect us all throughout our lives. And we need to use it and make it our number one. All right. So with that, I hope this was edifying. I want to give all honor, glory, and praises unto Yahawah, YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, Abad, Babal, and Shalom.